Hey, Shawnee in the back with episode of Shawnee's Lab. So I want to talk about the Democratic debate and how Kamala Harris basically KO'd herself. So she was bringing up points of where, people were challenging her, her blackness, and people were saying that, her record, is funny, which it is. And, basically, she was attacking the new voices of black media, basically saying that, we don't get to define what politicians are and they get to define themselves. Well, Kamala, your history and your record and everything that we know about you so far has proven to be against our interests. So if we vote for you, we will be voting against our interests. Just because you sit, at a debate and try to pretend or claim that you are down and here and helpful to black people does not mean that we should believe you, because again, you can say what you want to say, but all we have to do is pull up your record. Like, you have to notice she went from hee hee ha ha fight dog to weed smoke and ha ha hip hop to now she wants to get serious about big issues. Why? Because we called you out on it, because we made you look stupid. When you really sit there and you watch the debate, and then she brought up the fact that she had an uncle from Louisiana or something like that. Like, that's not true. Her family is foreign. None of the older people in her family were born here. They are immigrants, so she's like a second generation immigrant. So again, you are famous and well known and notorious for locking up, black parents. Like, you remember she had the case where they were trying to arrest a homeless woman. They didn't actually arrest the woman, but they were going to. So it's just like, Kamala, your record is not clean. Joe Biden, your record is not clean. So just because y'all sit on these debates and try to pretend like the new voices of black media are just calling y'all out, and then they had Roland Martin on CNN, where he was talking about people are worried about her white husband, and we're worried about how black she is, and the funny thing is, he never talked about where she's from, like, or what her actual ethnic background is, because we know that she's not black. Like, we know that. So, the fact that they keep trying to bring that up, like, that's just one of the reasons why we don't trust her. One, she's non-black. Two, she's notorious for arresting, and setting certain, stipulations and laws on to, the black population. So again, why would we vote for her? Why would we want her as our next president if she can't even, do something as simple as help, struggling mothers, or struggling parents in general, when it comes to the educational system and the school system. So like, if you went to public school, or if you grew up in an inner city neighborhood, which she didn't, you would know how hard it is for the students, how hard it is for the parents, shit, even for the teachers. Like, the school district is no walk in the park. Like, it's a fucking headache for anybody. But for her, she seems to think that, her record, is just supposed to totally, be dismissed. And then there was the famous interview where I'm not going to do something that only benefits black people. No. And then now you're at the debate, and all you can sit here and talk about is black issues and pretend that you care so much for young black children. Like, Kamala, sis. Like, the Democrats are all over the place, and they made themselves look stupid because we've made them look stupid, and we basically called them out for being professional do-nothings. Like, y'all not going to do anything, y'all aren't doing anything, so either cut the check or shut the fuck up. Like, like, we've gotten to the point where we've gotten y'all to mention us, right? Because, benign neglect. Like, before, they wouldn't even mention the black population, they just knew we would vote. But now, that we've started to challenge, these politicians and their records and their history, now all of a sudden, we're racist and, we hate America and all of this nonsense they're coming up with. Like, again, when Roland Martin went in that spiel about how black men, we were worried about her white husband, I didn't even know she had a white husband until he said that, to be honest. Like, but we did know that she came onto the Breakfast Club trying to, double aging us by pretending she's some type of black when she isn't. She isn't. Even her father called her out. People in her family have called her out. She's not black. And it's not a thing of, us hating her specifically for that. It's called respect your lineage, respect who you come from, just like we do. You don't see us running around here, trying to pretend to be other people. People only do that shit to us. So, and again, her policy, like, she doesn't have a specific written policy for black people, and neither does Joe Biden. Like, they don't have any set agendas for us, but, they're out here pandering and scrying and crying for our vote as if we're just supposed to give that up. That time has come and passed. It's a new generation. It's a new era of black people. And we're not going for the okie doke. You can't just, like, you already fucked up when you went on the Breakfast Club. Like, if she would have came onto the Breakfast Club, with some actual plans and tangibles for black folks, then we might have, given her a fair shot. But the fact that she came and tried to talk to us like we were stupid, and then she realized, oh shit, I fucked up. Now, you're going to spend the whole Democratic debate trying to pretend like you care about black issues. Like, why don't you go talk to the Latinos? Why don't you go talk to gays? Why don't you go talk to white people? Like, you're not getting our vote. It's not going to happen. Like, no matter what you say, no matter how bad the media, spins it, the new voices of black media, and just black people in general, like we are on a different, we're on a different wave. You have to remember, once people start neglecting the politicians, once people start using their records against them, there is a sense of rebellion that's going to happen, which means, you can no longer just go by, what's written on the books when it comes to running for office. Like, we canned that shit. You're not just going to come with us with any old saying and any old thing and expect us to just pass our vote off to you. And again, she went into, she tries to cover up her record by talking about how black women would come to her and do something about this and do something about that. Like, where she was from and where she was in charge, I would like for those people to come and speak. I would love to hear their sides of the stories. I would like to hear their opinions on Kamala, because Kamala, you can say whatever you want, but you have a history that cannot be refuted. The same goes for Joe Biden. So, it's like all of these debates, like, you start to realize, like, all of this shit means nothing. It's just a bunch of nothing. It's a bunch of political fodder. It's like entertainment for idiots, where, people just sit around and soak up a bunch of shit that they either know is not true, know that these politicians are not going to do anything, and it's all, just to, persuade people into their favor. Well, those days are over.